The events of episode Prompto occur during the story of Final Fantasy 15. Completing the game first is recommended for the best experience. The same message we've had in each of them so far. So this was the second of the 3 to release, but the third chronologically. I'm just going to turn the volume down slightly for that, because I played through chapter 13 verse 2 last night, and it had a similar issue to part of episode Ignis, where the audio mix was a bit weird and the music was a bit too loud in comparison to the voices in a few cutscenes, and it bugged me to hell. So we'll see if that little bit of a change helps. Here goes nothing. Let's find out what Prompto knows. I don't know how long this is either. The schism splits the royal retinue when Noctis inadvertently pushes Prompto from atop a speeding freight liner. Seemingly betrayed by his best friend, Prompto suppresses feelings of sadness and trudges through the snow in search of answers. Yes, because Prompto doesn't understand what is going on, which is why he is having a crisis of faith when he is found in chapter 13. Where'd you get the clothing from, Prompto? Nice skinny jeans. Cold. Several days later. Yes, because the main party, ooh, I'm in control here.
It's freezing out
The
here.
main party makes its way to Tenebrae and stuff. And they run into Aranea, who is now in the search and rescue business. Are those animals over there? Are they bushes? Oh, the bushes. Come on, Prompto. Get it together. What are you laughing about? It's a bit of a dreary start.
What a way to go.
Yep, keep on talking. Keep on talking. Oh. Well, these guys should warm me up. Although I strongly suspect this is Aranea's lot. Back to white. Raised in a common Lucian household, the often despondent Prompto enjoyed little familiarity with his adoptive parents. A chance encounter with Crown Prince Noctis inspired a change of heart, however. He began to better himself in order to impress and ultimately befriend his royal classmates. You find out more about this in the Brotherhood anime. Here we are, for some flashback material.
My whole life, all I ever wanted was friends. but no one ever wanted me back. So when I finally found people who did want me, I did everything I could to make them stay.
And where's the wristband even then? Because of that
And ever since then,
barcode.
I've lived my life in fear.
Little bit of extra use of the insomnia.
That one day they'd find out who
Scenery.
I really was. And they wouldn't want me anymore.
And he thinks that day has happened. Which must be heartrending for him. There's the code on his wrist. Where did he get the clothes from? That's my biggest question right now. So
It's gone.
somebody's took his wristband. Life
What?
in
What
captivity.
is this place?
It's got lots of tanks. Clop, 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 clop. Documents. Right, give me law. Research log.
Research log year 722, day 189. I received a proposal regarding a way to improve the infantry's performance by leaps and bounds. Outfit the troopers with Magitech cores. Preliminary tests suggest sublimating demons for fuel will result in an unstable infantry unfit for the field. If the calculations he provided are correct, though, this could solve all our problems. The Deathless Project marks the advent of a new age. No longer will our soldiers fall on the field of battle. The Empire shall rise, and soon all the world shall bask in our glory.
He being Ardyn, I'm assuming. Providing people with formulae. That's hinted at in what's going on in chapter 13. There's a lot of different logs that can get read. That's the wrong button. Ah, so this is Vestai. He's the guy that we see in the cutscene right at the start that barely does anything in the game. He's the head scientist. A New Hope. Star Wars reference. Construction finished today on the first Magitech production facility. Rising military star and leading authority on Magitech Vestai Besithia has been selected to oversee the plant's operation. Reports say Besithia will relinquish his field duties in order to serve at the compound full time. So I'm guessing we're going to find out what actually happens to this guy then. Which will be nice because he has been absent for basically the entire game. Apart from like 2 cutscenes. Generic control panel. Why did it? Oh. That's weird. Don't run anymore. I've got a stealth stroke crouch button instead.
Scanning production code.
Production
Unit
code.
059532334 confirmed. Warning. This unit has been compromised.
What's going on?
Initiating retrieval of compromised unit.
She still remembers you after
Oh,
all
God.
these years.
No gun.
What gives?
We can't have you spilling blood here. Although to most, this compound is known only as the first Magitech production facility. Birthplace of the myriad Magitech troopers and demons the Empire holds dear. To you, this place should have some sentimental value. After all, it is your home, sweet home.
Shut up.
I'm not the one who almost killed you.
You're rough.
You really ought to take a rest. Perhaps the estimable Chief Besithia will help heal that broken heart of yours.
Who the hell is that?
You've just read about him.
Oh, how quickly they forget. But fear not. I've no doubt a reunion would refresh your memory.
Okay, so this takes place after the section on the train where
I'm gonna
Arden
find them.
taunts Noctis with
Wherever
the gun.
they are.
Oh wow, the controls are different. Come back. Oh, so it's a cover button now. Okay. Right, this is going to take some getting used to. This is completely fresh scenery though. Okay, so the rest spots in this episode are ebony machines. Oh, poor Prompto. Yes, let me save. I imagine if I'd played these in order, then we would have seen a progression. Ooh. Okay, tutorial? Imperial soldiers are patrolling the area. Equip the handgun, then shoot at them. The handgun will never run out of ammo. That's handy. Wow.
Let's do this.
Your accuracy, Prompto, is atrocious.
Shoo.
So, this leads me to believe that this is going to be Prompto checking out his history.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
Was he telling the truth about this place?
It would appear so. So these are all the Magitech troopers that we fight throughout the game. The Axe troopers. I'm assuming this is going to be fairly linear. Ooh.
Research log, year 722, day 294. I acted on the proposal mentioned in my log of day 189. My attempt
So,
to infuse the troopers'
month
Magitech
later.
cores with demonic energy proved successful. Only in the most basic sense, however. While the soldiers are indeed deathless, they are far from fit for fighting. Thus, I've decided to take a different approach. Rather than relying on demons to power the Magitech infantry, why not use humans instead? Frankly, I had never considered employing my fellow man in any Magitech-related
Until now.
experiments. But countless men and women succumb to the plasmodia each day. Rather than let them die victims of an ignominious disease, why not help them ascend to nobler heights? I've lost many a comrade on the field of battle, and I've no intention of allowing any more of their deaths to go in vain.
How could he even think of using those innocent people for his twisted experiments?
So that's very much the justification of a battlefield commander. If they're going to die anyway, they may as well die in service.
Oh, I can't let them find me.
Approach an enemy undetected.
Yoink!
Yoink! Visit. Stealth kill Imperial soldiers to steal their weapons. Right, I've now got an SMG. Oh, we actually have to shoot with this. Great.
Research log here 722, day 339. Another day, another mental breakdown. All my tests so far have resulted in the former soldiers suffering ego deaths. Today, however, I developed a new
Ego
hypothesis.
deaths.
I will continue to sublimate demonified humans to harvest the miasma. But if a sense of self is the source of these snacks, why not inject infants with the plasmodia instead? We've little time. If we are to combat the Lucian threat, we must explore new options. I, too, will set aside my personal misgivings and do what I must for the Empire.
What kind of a maniac experiments on kids?
So that's like the death of his morality. Interesting that they saw the Lucians as such a threat. Because everything up until this point kind of indicates that the Lucians were just sat in Insomnia protecting themselves. They certainly weren't going out of their way to fight any more than they actually had to.
Everything about this place gives me the creeps. Bring it on!
Prompto has been spotted. Press Y to deliver a devastating crack shot against a vulnerable enemy, or approach and press A to deliver an overkill strike and steal a weapon. I would do, but they seem to be dying too easily. Ooh, what is with the dubstep?
I can do this.
Yoink! I shall steal. Phoenix down. Prompto just tend to die easier than the others. So it looks like, in a way, we're going to get the other side of the story, because we've seen everything from Lucian point of view.
Ready or not?
Pew pew. Oh. Sneaky buggers. Oh, I've just realised that the SMG that I'm rapidly spraying bullets with has an ammo counter, which explains why I have to steal weapons. Makes sense. Yeah, so that's filled it back up to 100. Ooh, a big empty room. Not empty room, a big open room. That's what I'm trying to say. One of the enemies possesses a sniper rifle. Steal it and use it to turn the tables. Just pew. Oh wow, the zoom on that is a bit weird. Ooh, there's another guy there. Ah, so I've only got 3 weapon slots. One of them's always the melee, one of them's my infinite pistol, so this will swap between. Interesting, so I've got to be a little bit more tactical. Are they actually going to come to life? Guess not. What's this? A bazooka! If a defense node detects an intruder, it will activate all dormant Magitech troopers in the area.
Target detected. Eliminate immediately. Commence elimination of compromised unit.
Okay. Oh, wow. So the aim on that is a little bit weird. Nope. How many shots do I get? Not many.
I'm all out. Not good.
Ow! Okay, so this is where I really show my lack of skills when it comes to shooters.
Hey.
Ah! How do I dodge in this? Nope. Balls. It doesn't help that they've changed the controls. Ah. And they've apparently changed the item controls as well, which is really helpful. What have they changed them to? There we go. so they've changed them to the right trigger, which is not super useful. Oh. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of third-person shooters, so this is
I've just gotta find my way out.
That's what I wanted. Right. So, oh, press down to equip a grenade. Okay, so it would have been nice if I'd known we had the option of that before that fight. But I guess that's the way it goes. What was this shiny thing up here? Ooh, multiple shiny things. An elixir. That's probably going to be really useful, considering... It'd be nice, actually, if those control things stayed up on the screen all the time since they've changed the controls. I should probably have just switched to melee. I think I'd have probably got better results. Oh! We're outside. So I'm assuming this section is using some of the assets that they were going to use for one of the open world sections, but cut for time and development needs.
It's so cold.
The shadows are a bit weird. So it's only a little bit of a section. We're not out of the fire yet. I should probably have looked at all the achievements for this. Oop. Said it before, say it again. Jump and interact on the same button. Silly move. What's this? So this is a...
how I might find the necessary number of infants. Then it dawned on me, why not make them myself? If I clone them from my own genes, I can eliminate the pesky process of breeding them. Mass production remains a pipe dream for now. I'm confident I can create a massive infantry once the process picks up. If everything goes according to plan, the Empire will boast a 1,000,000-man army in no time at all.
All this time, those things I've been fighting have been
clones of you. Well, clones of the style. So he is actually a... Oh, I wonder if we put the models side by side. Prototype numbering instructions. In order to better monitor the large number of new Magitech models entering production, the Imperial Defense Council motions to reform the coding system. So troopers get a 5-digit number plus an 8-digit production code. Infants get a 4-digit production year plus an 8-digit production code.
We've all got the same barcodes.
Well, that must be a bit of a...
Research log year 736, day 123. It's
Mash with the
My
head.
laboratory is not nearly as secure as I once believed. Some thief, likely Aleutian, made off with one of my experiments. Absconding with a single infant will do nothing to enlighten them of the grandeur of my research. That said, I will see to it such an incident never arises again. I've posted Magitech troopers around the facility and instructed them to keep a vigilant watch. It is their home, after all.
The kingdom kidnapped one of those infants?
Oh, so this is where...
Does that mean No, it couldn't be. There's no way.
But it's strongly implied that that is where he came from. The question is then, why did he get abandoned? Did something happen to him on the way back, maybe? Ooh. Hi. Ooh. Oh, I wish they hadn't changed the controls for this. It's very counterintuitive once you've spent like 50 hours in the game
Target detected.
with one
Eliminate
control set.
immediately.
I can't take this anymore.
Commence elimination of compromised unit.
Not good!
Whoa. I need to get closer. Is there a way around? Yes. Another grenade. Oop. I wonder whether I can stealth up behind this guy.
Yoink!
Oh, achievement unlocked. Unseen assassin. Yeah, that's...
Let's do this.
Kaboom. Gotcha. Oh. More? Oh, that was lucky. Oh, hello. With a bazooka. Don't mind if I do. What is with the random dubstep? That it? No. Are these things going to keep on coming? Ah, that's my lot.
It's over! Here I go!
Whoa! Oh, I've got no dodge button, have I? And I'm stuck. Oh, that's the overkill thing. No, wait. That's not the overkill thing. Overkill is A. That's overkill. I need to get over there. The grenade. Sniper rifle. Oh, hi guys. SMG is not really designed for longer range fighting. That's a fancy door. I'm starting to get the hang of the controls now. Beep. Keys to the kingdom.
Lucky me.
Ooh. Approach.
What the hell am I?
Randomly. A little bit of a load screen. Wonder whether I'm missing bits and pieces. Oh. Oh. Oh, well, that must be creepy.
How could he do that? Who? What am I?
Yeah, so not only are the clones of him, but you can also see... Don't think I can get a good angle on it. But there's also little bits of the miasma, I think, in there as well. The stuff that's making up the Star Scourge. So they are growing up in the stuff. Termination reports. Attention Research Chief for Star Basithia, the following specimens have been eradicated. So 0755 was the... So these are infants that have been eradicated because it was 4 digits plus the 8 for infants. All 23 samples listed have become incinerated to avoid potential demonification of personnel. That's so creepy. Ooh.
Is somebody in there?
Ah, there's Versailles.
Deep breaths.
And Arden. Sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky.
My friend, do you recall the child who was stolen from this facility?
The one those Lucians absconded with?
Precisely. I thought you might like to see the fine young man he's become these 20-odd years later.
Arden knows we're here.
So as thanks for bringing your pets to Insomnia, I've brought the boy to you. The time has come to meet your maker. Any questions for Daddy, dearest? Father and son. Oh, how I love bringing families together.
No! It's not true! You're wrong, damn it!
Arden has a massive thing about family as well because of what happened to him.
care what he says. This place will never be my home.
It doesn't
My
have to be a home.
is in Lucis. Not here.
Diamond weapon. Oh, so these are the big things that we saw in the Kingsglaive movie that were never mentioned in FF15 at all. It is with great pride I inform your Radiance that development has finished on the new demon armour, codename Diamond Weapon. Because these things are massive. I encourage your Radiance to visit the first production facility at your Radiance's earliest convenience. I am most confident the final product will prove to your Radiance's liking.
Research log year
I wondered whether they were going to reference those at some point.
Finally, my demon-infused Magitech armor is complete. I have christened my creation Diamond Weapon. It has exhibited an extremely unstable psyche, immediately unleashing unmitigated horrors upon activation. Destructive capabilities, however, are indeed beyond compare. Not even the impenetrable insomnia could withstand its
That's why they keep it chained up.
Proud city would fall in a mere matter of minutes. The Stone of Legend will soon be mine. To think that in less than a month's time, the crystal will be mine to play with as I please.
So he's the one behind the attack on Insomnia.
Yeah.
He planned the whole thing. Everything we lost that day is gone because of him.
And he's your daddy. Interesting. So we're getting a good chunk of story here. I like the bit about Diamond Weapon. That's a nice inclusion. Because I was actually thinking about that literally yesterday while I was playing. It's like, why do they never mention those big things that attack the city? Did that actually save?
What's the matter? Have you never seen a man turn before?
Oh.
If those Lucians hadn't intervened, you could have turned too. Because you were cloned from this genius's genes, born of my own flesh and blood. You are but one of millions, created to serve our great empire in the Magitech infantry.
To serve you?
Yes. And now you've finally come
So
home.
that's
to
why
live
we
by
don't see the
my
style,
son.
because he's been
Shut up!
infected.
You're wrong. I'm a Lucian! I am not one of your experiments!
Not anymore. Now you're nothing but a failure.
Nice.
I ought to return you whence you came.
Oh.
Perhaps then you might serve some useful purpose.
Never!
With your help, my ascension to divinity is now all but complete. Soon, neither the kings of Lucis nor the gods themselves will be able to challenge my reign.
Oh, snap. So Versailles thought he was going to take control.
Look what you've done. You've gone homicidal. No, patricidal.
Ah,
You
dear.
lose your friends and murder your family. Now you've no one left.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh, I'm so looking forward to episode
Vital
Arden.
functions decreasing. Plasmodium activity index increasing.
Oh god.
Demonification complete. Initiating transfer to Unit XDA 1002.
Oh.
Immortalis.
So it's taken his... Whoa. Oh, hello, Arane.
You always play hard to get like this?
Ah, she's ditched the stupid helmet.
Save it, Blondie. On your feet.
Come on.
Oh, so this is that new model they're working on.
They've still got a little
I
bit
know
of
it's
fan
good use
servicey
of
cleavage in
but
there
you can
for
deal with
her,
it
though.
later. Let's move.
Prompto.
I'm only gonna say this once. Lose your will to live and you lose all hope of me helping your sorry ass. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Target detected. Capture and retrieve immediately.
Bombs. Oh, Striker.
Commence capture and retrieval
Oh,
of
snap.
compromised unit.
Oh, I've still got the sniper rifle on, haven't I? Oh, a snowmobile. Oh, this is the bit that I've seen.
Move it. They're down. Now's your chance. Take this.
Ah. Oh. Jesus Christ, Prompto, run.
Take this.
Ah, balls. Come on,
Roger.
give us a hand.
I've had enough. It's over.
Man, I think we've just got to run here. Albert? What's that?
Head there.
Map.
I'll catch up later.
But what about you?
I said I'll catch up.
What if
Just
you...
go.
Aaron, I didn't need your help. Prompto will still take damage when hit while riding the snowmobile. Hop off and use a restorative to recover health. Okay. Oh, that's bright. Hi, guys. Whee! Sympathy. Oh, snap! I imagine there's a load of stuff that we are missing in the process here. Oops. Oh, navigation. Multiple paths. Hup. Nope. That. Kind of tricksy. Whoa. Is there even a point at firing these things if we're just gonna... Whoa. What the? Why did I turn around? Trees everywhere. Whoa. That. Right. I'm assuming we're gonna get... Nice driving, Tex. Ouch. Come on, Prompto. Get up. Oh, woe is me.
Catch you later, Arnea.
Thanks for the rescue. She does say that she's going into the search and rescue business in chapter 12? 11? 12. So she has done both there. So that doesn't explain how we get captured by Ardyn, though. So I'm assuming that's what the next bit is. Oh, we get some actual enemies and stuff. What's here? Oh, hello. Oh, damn it. Oh, I can't do squat with the zoom on that sniper rifle. There we go.
Phew.
You indeed. Let's take that. That seems to have been the most useful so far. I wonder if there's any point to exploring this area. Or is it just going to be... Just take a quick look up. Music's quite nice. If there's anything up here. With a bazooka. Rifle. Yeah, it's a big open area, and without an indication there's going to be useful things or where they might be. Oop. Oop. Hello, doggy. Might as well just ignore them. Don't think we're getting anything from them. Wait for Aranea at camp. Oh, we got a map. Oh, we do have a map. Ah, so I'm assuming this is the chunk of the map that was due to be used for the open worldy bits. Got an actual haven site. Let's rest and wait. Wait and rest. Beans. Where did you get those from?
Almost as good as what Iggy used to make.
Heh.
Oh. Well, at least it's quiet for a change. Damn it.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. We can use that. Out damned spots. I don't know. Don't think it'll help.
Branded for life.
Don't tell me you thought that would work. Prompto, right?
It looks slightly different. Huh. I thought
You could at least look happy to see.
potions only work because of the magic of the king.
I ran into your buddies in Tenebrae. You've got him worried sick. You gonna go see him or what?
I can't. I can't. I'm not like them. I was born here, in Niflheim, all this time, and I've never told them.
Ah, so he did know.
And that's not even the worst part. I wasn't born into a happy family. I was made, created in some laboratory. The entire reason I exist is to make Noct and all of them miserable. How could I possibly see them? They'd never accept the real me.
You spent all that time driving around together and you still don't know what kind of guys they really are. In case you forgot, your princely pal and I weren't always on such friendly terms. But you know what? He put all that aside and asked me to make sure you were safe.
He did?
Think he'd do that for someone who makes him miserable?
Dialogue choices.
Is everybody okay?
All things considered, I guess. Sounds like they've been through a lot since you left, but they're still dead set on getting to the capital.
Hope they make it.
They'd have a better shot with you around.
She's been very nice to him.
Did they say anything else about me?
Not that I can recall.
Right.
His Highness was so worried about you he could barely speak. But don't worry, I whipped him into shape.
So, he doesn't hate me after all.
Of course, because Prompto doesn't know why Noctis pushed him off the train.
Look, I can tell you want to get back together with him, so why not let them know?
You think they'd let me back? After all this? And even if they did let me back, I'd probably cause them nothing but trouble.
A lot of time and effort been put into the wool texture on that hat. Just
I don't
saying.
know how I could live with myself.
Because you're doing such a great job of living with yourself now. What do you then? You worry so much about what other people want from you, you don't even know what you want anymore. Your life isn't yours to live. Forget about what everyone else thinks for a second and figure out what it is you're really after here.
Nice pep talk.
I'm going after that new model in the morning.
New model. Oh, the diamond weapon.
You're on your own now, kid.
Oh, it'd be kind of cool if we got to see the diamond weapons in game. That would be very cool indeed. Is Prompto going to tag along with her? Loss of self. Yes. Moving forward, follow the barking. I don't hear any barking. Don't hear any barking at all. Ooh, upgrade the snowmobile. Speed boost, jump boost, damage boost. Why can I get... Oh, so I need to collect things. So there is going to be a bit more to it than... What's the yellow? Side quests are separate adventures that do not progress the story. Complete this quest to earn materials used to enhance your snowmobile. Side quests are scattered around the snowdrift, so have a look around. However, some side quests are only available during a certain time of day. Okay. So some of the content that they were going to use in the open world segment, they have instead added into this. How the hell was we supposed to do that? Because I do so much damage. Oh, I do more damage when I'm on foot. Suppose that makes sense. So we didn't get anything useful out of there. It's so confusing. I still can't hear this. Oh. A dead guy. That's a weird face. Just sit there. Good plan, Prompto. You weirdo. Oh, what? Huh? What the? Is this... Whoa. Flee from Noctis? Whoa, the controls are weird.
This'll be quick.
So I'm assuming this is a manifestation of Prompto's guilt or something? Or his anxiety? This is what he feels. That Luna's dog. It is Luna's dog, Prina. This is Umbra's... I don't know if it's Umbra's sibling or what, but I also don't know if it's got the same kind of powers that Umbra does. Oop. Found our way back out into the blinding snow. Oh. Hi. Because we've spent the entire game killing these things. So it's kind of understandable that Prompto is a little bit shaken once he realises what they are. Reconnect with your inner child. Hey, buddy. I really must go and watch the Brotherhood anime properly at some point. I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes of it. Doggy. What is this?
All I ask is that you continue to support Noctis, and that you remain ever at his side.
Huh.
How does she expect someone like me to support him? Am I good enough? Does he want me around? Is that really what Noct and everyone else want? For me to be with them? Wait, but what about me? What do I want?
It took me a while, but I finally found my answer.
I want to take pictures.
It's time.
Well, that's not really cleared up anything. Don't know how much of that was an hallucination or Prompto's subconscious trying to organise his thoughts.
Aranea. I'm ready. I thought about what you said, and I've decided to face my fears once and for all. I can't choose where I came from, but I can choose where I'm going.
All right, but slow me down and you're going to get left behind.
Odd. Sins of the Father. Right. Ooh. Right. So. Oh, Arena's coming with us. Right. Let's go see if we can do this side quest. The random techno music now. Good times. Man, this area is actually pretty big. It's a lot bigger than Alticia, actually. Why is the music randomly changing? I think it must be area based. I'm basically a dubstep generator. I like the cloth physics on our. Ooh, snap! Whoa! Oh, balls! Different controls.
Let's do this.
screw it. It's pretty dumb that the second side quest they give you means that you have to get past enemies that are that much higher level than you. Because we're only level 34. Aranai is level 58, of course. I suspect that this area may actually be a little bit too big. If a lot of it is just kind of riding around and avoiding stupidly overpowered enemies. At least it's a pretty area. Yeah, I as I've been saying, I think this is the area that they'd started building for an open world section. But they didn't have time or money to finish it, so they've just kind of taken it and put it in this section instead. The music choice is a bit odd. Oh, it's a race. Well, and the controls on the snowmobile are not brilliant. It's got a weird drift to it. And of course there are going to be enemies. Just make sure I don't hit any trees. Which is easier said than done. Hey! Ah, so I can get some consumables. Yeah, I definitely need to upgrade my gun, I think, when I'm on this snowmobile. Oh, another one of these bloody things? Is that the same level? Whoa! Oh shit. Yeah, still stupidly powerful. Is there a sniper rifle or a bazooka or something over here? Ugh. Right. Oh, I can use the mouse for this. Oh, this thing's level 99. Because of course it is. So, what we have here is 16 minutes, yes, minutes of sped up footage. And as you can tell, I got very, very, very annoyed with this. There are some tricks to it, as I discovered reading up on it later. The main one being that you have to shoot its missile launcher when it glows red. Any glowy red bits, I think, are weak spots on it. And of course, as I also discovered later, once the enemy is vulnerable, you can spam your crack shot. I think you can probably get it about 3 or 4 times in order to do a good chunk of damage. So that would have sped up this fight immensely. Either way, still not particularly interesting or engaging. And I can't say I felt particularly satisfied as and when it was done, because I literally just stood in this hut and grabbed whichever weapon I could get my hand on and shot it in the face or the body. I think the body took the most damage. But yeah, not a particularly interesting or exciting fight design.
Take this! Take this!
Yay!
Ready or not?
Two.
Take this! Hey, you're not so worthless.
Thanks. Oh, there is a dodge.
Time to take him out.
Wow. I really felt that was a worthwhile use of time. The change in controls is what's really annoying. So, I should now be able to upgrade the snowmobile. So now we can do more damage. And I'm assuming there was a reason for this. Prompto, your aim is terrible.
Go!
What the? Okay.
They're down. Now's your chance.
Now. Oh, I keep pressing the button that I've been using for 50 plus hours to dodge. What? That what?
Let's do this.
Ugh.
It's over!
Take this.
The sad thing is, I've been really enjoying the story stuff, but the combat is really not.
Hit it, Prompto.
Boom!
Not half bad.
Die!
Ah, so as soon as I see vulnerable pop up,
You're a natural.
oh joy, a death claw.
Aranea!
Roger. Have a nice flight.
Because what could possibly go wrong here? No, don't want to stand in that. I think in retrospect, I should probably have saved this and taken a break here because I was getting so salty with the combat, but as is typical of me, I was determined to push through for the story's sake and ended up not enjoying the DLC, I think, as much as I could have done because of that.
Never miss! Let's do this!
Right, it looks like we are thankfully out of side quests, which is good because, quite frankly, they're annoying.
All right. This is it. I'm going in.
What now? Secure the area. Oops, that's the wrong button.
Let's go!
That was a close one.
Yay. Yeah, I've got to say, the combat in this is just not very exciting. And in all honesty, I can't be bothered to go and do that.
Let's get this over with. Not half bad.
It's such a shame that the good story segments are broken up with these dull shooting sections. I mean, that's taken another hour, just half of which in that stupid Angelus fight. You know, guns in a Final Fantasy game, nothing new. They've had a variety of guns over the years.
According to my intel, they're housing the new model here.
It's some kind of Magitech armor, right? What's so new about it?
This one's got a ghost in the machine. Chief Pasithia himself. Managed to fuse his soul with the core.
Okay.
The demons this guy created destroyed Insomnia.
Yes.
If we don't take him out
we knew
now,
that.
He's liable to destroy the whole world.
You know, they had guns in 7, 8, 11, 12. Yay, story! Attention, Research Chief Vistal Basithia. It has come to my attention that the Glacian's recent assault was quelled by your Magitech infantry. As commendation for your service to our great nation, I have approved your petition to increase funding for your research. Your work is the centrifugal force that will propel the Empire beyond our borders to greatness on the world stage. I eagerly await further reports of your progress. So that's a letter from the Emperor. I've been assigned to Chief Pasithia's lab. Not many people can say they've worked under the supervision of a living legend. I mean, this is the guy who saved the Empire from eternal winter. He's practically our saviour. My boss pulled me aside today to issue me a special task, said it's highly confidential and that I'm the only one qualified for the job. But how? I barely even know my way around the compound. Well, whatever this task is, I'll deal with it in the morning. I found out what my special task is today, and frankly I wish I hadn't. If only I could unsee the things I saw today. I really ought to eat something before I go to bed, but that shit totally killed my appetites. I had the honour of seeing His Imperial Majesty in person today. To think His Radiance would travel all that way through the ice and snow just to observe our progress. If the Emperor is putting all his faith in Magitech, then so should I. Just my luck. One of the plasmodium samples started leaking and yours truly was the one blessed with the privilege of cleaning it up. And then my boss had the nerve to yell at me, as if the whole thing were my fault. If he wants to criticise the real culprit, he ought to look in a mirror. So, things are...
What was that sound?
Our cue to go.
Another audio log?
Research log here, 745, day 325. Today marks a momentous triumph for our great nation. The Glacian herself graced us with her presence in the Gorovus Rift, and through the combined efforts of the Magitech infantry and my precious demons, we killed her. The resulting casualties were great, but these sacrifices afforded us something far more valuable than a few units. With the data I collected, I intend to begin developing a new Magitech weapon codenamed Godslayer. Soon, all the Astrals shall bow before me and the might of my Magitech. Soon, they shall know my wrath.
What the hell is wrong with this guy?
He's a megalomaniac. Proposal for Operation Countersign. As Deputy High Commander, I hereby propose a large-scale assault on the Lucian capital of Insomnia. Preparations are to begin next month. Our future is far too precious to entrust to our enemy. We must retrieve the crystal and ring of legend. Only then shall our world know true peace. That's Ravus. That's a Phoenix down.
Target detected. Eliminate immediately. Commence elimination of compromised unit.
Took you long enough.
Yeah. Took me long enough, I know. Yeah, 90 minutes, it's been mostly combat, and the combat is quite frankly a bit crap. And by a bit, I mean really quite a lot. But the story section, to start it off, was actually pretty good. I've liked the story immensely. And I like the idea behind it. It's just that the combat's rubbish.
Day 297. Mass production of the Magitech infantry was a success. We've overwhelmed the Lucians with our numbers and surrounded Insomnia, but to rest on our laurels now would be unthinkable. On occasion, harvesting the plasmodic miasma produces some side effects. The demons born of this process have been disposed of on site. Until now. How foolish I was to let these sublime creatures go to waste. What they lack in adaptability, they make up for in sheer power. I realize now that I ought to channel my efforts into exploring the true potential of these demons for the sake of the Empire. Perhaps this has been my true calling all along.
He's mad. This guy has completely lost his mind.
Yeah, so after creating the Magitech troopers and infusing clones with the Plasmodium, the Star Scourge, the Star then went on to try and tap the actual potential of the side effects, the demons. Again, the story and the lore tidbits are great, but the gameplay is just... Ugh.
It must be close.
Report on Unit SAS 0822. After several years of experimentation, we have finally succeeded in fusing Mammal and Magitech. Although we are still conducting various tests on codename Barbarus, the unit should be functional enough to fend off would-be intruders until development finishes on Unit XDA 1002 Immortalis. So that sounds like a mini boss.
Research log year 756, day 190. At long last, my life's work is complete. Not only have I found a way to preserve the ego, I've also managed to sustain that consciousness through the sublimation process and transfer it into my Magitech troopers. The prototype has proven slightly less powerful than the diamond weapon, but this presents no real problem. After all, one's consciousness can be transmuted again and again and again. All that remains is to fully surrender myself to my research and become my own final test subject. I will conclude my mortal life by offering a word of thanks. Chancellor Arden Izunia, your assistance has proved invaluable. You have my eternal gratitude. It is through your aid that I have completed my work and begun my ascension to an existence beyond divinity.
Of course it was Arden. Everywhere we go, his name just keeps coming up. Everything that's happened to us, it's all his fault.
True. But we don't yet, at this point in the story, know why. Oh, what the? Well.
Let's get this over with.
Bazooka!
I never miss. Take this.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that's true, Prompto, to be honest. Oh, so if we hit him in the fleshy bits... Ah, I've got to hit him in the head. Over there, be useful.
I've had enough. It's over.
Yeah, so that does no damage whatsoever. Ooh, don't want to get close to you.
Take this.
So we can hit, if we hit him down from the ceiling, it looks like an automatic. Oh, that's kind of cold breath.
Gotcha.
Hey, you're not so worthless.
Thanks. Ooh.
Sweet. Take this.
Oh dear.
Roger.
Oh jeez.
I've had enough. It's over.
Aranai's had enough. Whoa!
Let's do this.
Oh, jeez.
Take this!
Dope. That was my own fault.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Sweet! Aranea!
On it. I've had enough. It's over.
Oh, I'm so oh, for it would be super duper nice.
Major peace. Take this.
If you would.
Roger. I've had enough. It's over.
Just a reminder that Aranai is way better than Prompto in all situations.
Oh, what's going on?
Unit XDA-1002, Immortalis. Plasmatic miasma transfer complete. No psychic obstructions detected. All systems operational.
Joy.
Activating Immortalis.
It's outside.
And it's going to be some exciting crap. It's a giant worm!
It's gigantic. So that's the new model. And that means he must be inside that thing.
Hop on!
Whoa!
Whoa! Oh, we got a gun. We got a minigun. Where did we get the minigun from? Jeez, it is. That's
Ready for round two?
not really.
You bet!
Long have I waited to smite the world that denied me the glory I rightly deserve. And now all shall tremble before me, man and maker alike.
If that's really him,
That maniac's taken biological warfare to the next level.
then I want to be the one to take him down.
Down below!
Whoa!
It's enormous!
Rise and shine, shortcake!
Incoming!
For Fall to your knees before me.
Don't really wanna. Oh, cool. I was going to say it'd look a bit shit if the scenery didn't. Whoa. Gonna have some kind of
It ain't over.
yeah, of course it ain't. Die tree.
3 o'clock. Incoming. Look out. Sharp shooting, kid. Keep it up. Hey, you're not so worthless.
Thanks.
This ends now!
Gotcha. Not that Immortalis, actually, after all. Oh.
How can this be? I will not allow it.
Uh-oh. Man, this must have sucked just doing it on a controller. Although I suppose there are people that can actually aim with these things. Pew 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 pew. Whoa. And gotcha. So that was suitably epic. Even if it was basically just a turret section.
You all right?
Yeah. This is what I wanted.
Then say it like you mean it. You did good, kid.
Couldn't have done it without you, girl. Seriously, though. Well, I better catch up with Noct and the guys. He's got a lot on his plate, and I figure he could probably use a hand, taking back the crystal and all that. And who knows, maybe I'll take it back before he does.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Huh.
Honestly, I don't know for sure if they're going to accept me for who I really am. But I'll never know if I don't speak up. So I'm gonna tell them.
And they do accept him, of course.
After all, it's my life to live.
The boy has become a man. Anyway, Grolly is straight ahead.
Doesn't explain how he gets captured.
Aranea!
Yeah?
Thanks!
Just leave her out in the middle of nowhere. Ah, there's Arlen. So that still doesn't explain how he's captured. Don't know how I feel about that. I was assuming it would take us right up until... Ah. Here we go. Changed back out of his snow outfit. But it doesn't explain how he got there. Nothing? Overall, I'd say this was the weakest of the three. Good in terms of story, but everything else, the mechanics, theoretically, they were cool, but the change of controls is just too stark after 50 plus hours with one set of controls, and for it to change it for this, so this is Noctis and Co rescuing Prompto. Is it going to show us the bit where he admits who and what he is as well later on in the chapter? No? Ooh.
Hey, I'm sorry. For what? For falling right into his trap? And for hurting you like that.
Oh, the stuff in the train.
I know, right? How could you possibly do such a horrible thing? After everything we've been through.
Nah. It's okay. You're not the only one who fell for it. Once this is all over, I say we break down the borders.
come together as one nation.
Huh?
I mean, what does it matter where you're from, anyway?
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but you sounded like a real king for a second.
Better late than never. I'm gonna make this world a better place. You with me?
Uh-huh. Ever at your side.
Normal. Mixed thoughts on episode Prompto. I like that little bit of apology at the end, and not just actually sounding like a king for basically the first time ever. And the story of episode Prompto was good, although the exclusion of how he actually got captured, I'm assuming it was something that Arden did. But it would have been nice to get a little bit more actual clarity on that. But yeah, the boss mechanics for the final boss and the big monkey boss were cool. But the kind of level 99 super boss stuff out in the open world, no. Acquired the Lionheart, learned the trigger happy bullet art, unlocked intensive training. You receive the Tundra attire for Prompto, change into your new outfit and let the cold know it never bothered you anyway. Gear. Prompto. Deals more damage when HP is low. Well, that's pretty much all the time as Prompto. Yeah, you can wear that. Bit of teleporting there. So, thanks to yesterday's fiasco, my boss made me throw all the remaining plasmodium samples into the incinerator. What a waste of resources. My boss told the chief we used them in a series of experiments, but the thought of lying about what happened doesn't sit well with me at all. The whole thing is eating me up inside. So I ended up telling Chief Pasithia the truth about the other day. Here I was ready for him to tear me a new one, and he ended up praising my loyalty instead. Everyone made it sound like the chief was some kind of hard ass, but he seems to be a really reasonable guy if you actually take the time to sit down and talk with him. Another one of the plasmodium samples started leaking today. How does this keep happening? Clearly someone isn't doing their job. The worst part is that some of the researchers seem to have been infected. I need to get out of here ASAP. There's a rumour going around the lab that those leaks from before weren't accidents at all. My buddy says he thinks the chief is actually trying to expose us all to the virus. I don't want to believe it, but the whole compound is crawling with demons these days. I shiver every time I turn the corner. What the hell am I doing here? Can I go home? We're all together. We, insomnia, is the ultimate we. Thank you, farewell. Weird. Weird. Alright, what's this? Can't tell. Oops. So, one thing that I apparently missed, which would have made some of the fights a lot easier, is that Crackshot can be used multiple times in succession. It's not a one and done thing. You can spam it maybe up to 4 times when an enemy is vulnerable. So let's go test it on this guy. Oops.
Okay. Bring it on.
Let's do this.
So the trick to this, just like basically every fight in this game, build up your tech bar. Wonder what was going on then. And let Arana do the work, so you don't have to. Just get the
Roger. Have a nice flight.
So we should. Yeah, there we go. So you can spam.
Not half bad.
And again.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we've got three.
Incoming.
Roger.
Though to be fair, the fact that this guy doesn't have any
You're a natural.
Yeah, the fact that this guy doesn't have any like super ranged attacks like the other super bosses. It does have a ranged attack. Ow. Kind of glad we don't have to keep Aranea healed as well. Up. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah.
Let's do this.
If this was Monster Hunter World, that would have hit me. Just making sure I don't back out of the... Roger.
Have a nice flight.
It'd be cool if there was kind of like a mid-air tangle. Oh, she missed.
Damn it.
That's disappointing.
Incoming! Here I go!
But yeah, now I know a little bit more about the how the combat works. It's not as bad. Oh, and again, it leapt into the air at the same time.
Never miss! It's over!
Major piece.
What? Whoa. Oh. Oh dear. We're out of high potions.
Okay!
Do something.
Have a nice flight.
Die!
Take this.
One more, maybe?
Roger.
Gotcha!
Hey, you're not so worthless.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do remember to give it a like and subscribe for more content. Check out these other videos, and for unedited craziness, check me out live on twitch.tv/Demagen. Until next time, doodle pip.